Hello guys, Softoni here and welcome back to another exciting video tutorial. I'm thrilled to have you join me on this creative journey as we dive into the fascinating world of After Effects. Alright, in today's session we will be diving deep into advanced technique and practical tips to help you level up your motion graphics and to create this black and white awesome typography. But before we jump in, be sure to give that like button and friendly tap to show your support. And also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you never miss any of my future uploads. Alright, without any further ado, let's get started and create some inspiring visuals here in After Effects. Alright, we're back here in After Effects, and first, like always, let's create a new composition. Hit Ctrl+N or this little icon here to create a new comp. This is gonna be full HD comp, frame rates 30 frames per second. For composition name, type whatever you want, but I will rename it as usual final. Duration, it's okay to leave it to maybe around 10 seconds. And then hit OK. And our next step is to drag and drop our media 01 here in our final comp. This is free footage from pexels.com, but of course you can import your own media, your own footage. It completely depends on you. Drag and drop into our final comp, and now it's time to make a few adjustments. Right click here in our finals, go new and create here adjustment layer. For the adjustment layer, hit enter and I will rename it to Triton. And then hit OK. Here in effects and preset, find here Triton effect, drag and drop onto our adjustment layer. And now we will make adjustments for our midtones. Change here to black or white colors according your footage here in our finals. You can also play around with the highlights or shadows, but I recommend just to play around with midtones, but I will do maybe here this kind of gray one. Hit OK, and now for blending modes from this normal, change here to overlay and also hit again here on adjustment layer and then hit Ctrl+D to duplicate it, and instead of overlay find here normal. And now as you can see we have this black and white footage of our forest here in our finals. Okay, now it's time to create our titles. You can use shape layers, but I prefer to use solid layers. Go right click, find here solid layer. I will rename it to shape 01, also full HD, hit OK. And then as you can see we have this black solid. Uncheck this visibility for this shape 01 for now. Hit Q on your keyboard or go here on this rectangle tool. Just make sure to select this shape 01. Also you can turn on this titles and action safe and draw a shape like here in our finals. And as you can see now when we turn on the visibility we also have this cool shape. You can move it down a bit. It completely depends on you. And also now it's time to animate our shape 01. Hit P for position or go here on this little triangle, find it here in transform, and for position set up our first keyframe here. Move it to the left like so to maybe around here, and then go to around 2 seconds and drag our shape on the right side. You can also hold shift while you're dragging this shape 01 on the right side. And now when we hit 0, we have animation like this. We made here one mistake. Instead of this first keyframe, it should be this one. Just select them, then right click, go to keyframe assistant and find here time reverse keyframes. And now when we hit 0, we have an animation like this. Also grab all of our keyframes, hit F9 for easy ease, go to graph editor. And if you can find curve like this, right click and find here edit speed graph, and we will draw a curve like so. And now in our finals when we hit 0 we have something like this. Okay, and now it's time to also create our text. Hit Ctrl+T or go here on this little icon, horizontal type tool, and I will just type random text, creative, like so. Hit V here in our finals to just reposition our creative text. Just make sure that your text size is really close to this shape 01 layer. I'm using this sign extra font. For the font size I'm using this 100 pixels. Okay, and now it's time to readjust our creative text here in our finals, like so, and then just find here this little pick whip and parent it with this shape 01. And now when we hit 0, our creative text is going to follow this shape 01, and this is looking really awesome in our finals. Just go here, fit up 100, hit 0, and this is looking really cool for me. Okay, it's also time to make a further adjustment here in our finals. Grab this creative text and shape 01, then right click, find here pre-compose, and I will rename it just text 01. Make sure to move all attributes into the new composition and then hit OK. Then you can go here in our text 01 comp. You can go composition settings, or Ctrl+K, and you can lower down this height to maybe around 150. Hit OK, go back here again in our finals, and now what we can do is to duplicate this text 01, hit Ctrl+D here in our finals. Also here in the project, hit Ctrl+D, hold Alt on your keyboard and drag and drop this text 02 here on our text 01. And then use arrows on your keyboard, move it up or down, like so, for a few times, maybe here. Also duplicate this text 02 once again. This is going to be text 03. Also duplicate here in our timeline and repeat the process. Just hold Alt, drag and drop here in our text 02. We're doing this because now we can change our text 01, also text 02 and 3. We will reposition our text 3, maybe here or so. And now we will go in each of our composition and change our text. For this first text, I will just rename it to inspire. You will also, of course, type your own text. You can also hit V on your keyboard for position, move it to left a bit. And now, as you can see in our finals, we have this inspired text. And also for this second one, we will rename it to evolve. Also hit P for position, move it to the left. And now in our finals, we have something like this, maybe to move to the left just a little bit, like here. And for this third text, instead of creative, I will just type create. And in our finals, also reposition here, hit P, move it to the left, like so, maybe to move to the left a little bit more. And now when we hit 0, we have something like this. And our final step is just to reposition our text 01. This may be to go 10 frames ahead, third one 20, and now when we hit 0, we have something like this. Of course, you can play around, maybe to, instead of 10, try to 5 and 10, and then when we hit 0, we have this really cool text and really cool animation. Of course, you can play around if you want that our first text go first, and then this one, and then third one. But for me, this is looking really cool, and it's not hard to create and accomplish this really cool black and white typography. Okay, alright guys, that wraps our tutorial for today. I hope you find these tips and techniques helpful here in After Effects. Don't forget to put what you have learned into practice and get creative with your own motion graphics and these effects. If you have any questions or want to see more tutorials like this, feel free to leave a comment down below, and remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this tutorial. and also to subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my future content. And thanks for joining me, and until next time, stay creative and bye bye.